This a random ass video. I just want to fucking talk to you motherfuckers about Donald motherfucking J. Trump. Try to make this shit brief. Donald J. Trump is a United States president. If you have any motherfucking sense, you know a United States president is a international mouthpiece. He speaks for the United States. And when I say the United States, I mean the people who run the country. Now, if you are confused about who runs this country, it is not you and I, as in the average citizen. I am talking about the rich people, the billionaires, the trillionaires, the big box corporation CEOs, the 2%. Those are who I consider to be this country. So when you think about it, all of the stupid shit he's saying to you is shit that they want him to say, and his purpose is to divert your attention to it. Now, the shit that he says and the things that he supposedly does to get your attention are never important. Ever. Never. He never does any fucking thing but talk and say dumb shit. Do you ever hear about this nigga making a law or changing a law or instating some shit that affects us? You never hear about that shit. Unless it is to piss you off. Now, I know Congress makes laws, but Trump, ultimately, in theory, is supposed to be the guy who can yay or nay that shit. You get what I'm saying? He's the commander in motherfucking chief. He's the president. My point is, he only does what powerful rich people tell him to do. Sooner or later, you motherfuckers gotta figure this shit out. So when you get mad, or when I see people get upset about some shit Trump said, it trips me the fuck out. I'm like, nigga, are you paying attention? It don't matter what this nigga say. He ain't even saying shit. He's a fucking idiot, just like you said. Yet you pay attention to him and you complain and cry and whine. But at the end of the day, when you paying attention to the bullshit he talking about, you got motherfucking powerful bigwigs behind closed doors making and changing laws that benefit you and me. Just like they just changed the 5th Amendment. You niggas ain't know shit about that. He was too busy worried about some shit he said about Puerto Rico. He was too busy worried about some shit that happened with his fucking son in a goddamn restaurant. That's all I see on social media. And I want to say, all you Republicans, all you fucking Democrats, that shit is stupid. I'm going to tell you one thing. It's a tactic. It's a psychological tactic. It's called divide and conquer. They divide us and they conquer us so many motherfucking kind of ways. Politically, racially, gender-wise, what else? Even it's something as important as a fucking baseball team, nigga. We all fucking divided and we fight about all this shit. All of it. Point is, whenever you vote, if it's not locally and you represent Democrat or Republican, you've lost already. You have not a clue what the fuck is really going on. And you're helping them perpetuate bullshit. You're helping to divide the country. Stop giving a fuck about what Trump's saying. Start paying attention to the little motherfuckers around him that's making all this shit happen. Start paying attention to the motherfucking media that's feeding you headlines of bullshit. Because when all that shit is happening, You're not understanding why fucking Syria is being attacked by our government. And you like stupidly go along with this, they got all the motherfucking, what do you call those people? Terrorists, and they want to do that, and he's sarin gassing his people. If you paid attention, you know he didn't even fucking do it. He didn't. Why the fuck would he sarin gas his own people? In a relatively peaceful state at the time. I'm gonna sarin gas them. Our government, we send people to countries to create bullshit, to cause dissent, to cause chaos. We go over there with motherfucking, what do you want to call them? Ideas, for lack of a better term. We have our own agendas. We go over there and we get people on our side who are already fucking psycho in their societies, and then they get on board with what we trying to do or say. And next thing you know, we got a whole motherfucking a whole following of people who are against the public officials or the leaders of that country, mainly if it's a president or whatever, like they did Assad. They said, guess what, Assad, we don't like what you're doing. Therefore, the two motherfuckers that agree with you in this country, we're gonna lie to everybody and say it's like 75 million of the motherfuckers, and then all of a sudden we're gonna try to instate a regime change, and then, you know, whatever puppet ass president we have here in the United States, they go right along with it. And yes, nigga, Obama did it too. He was just way better at it than Trump is, and that's not a fucking mistake. Obama was good at lying to people, and all you motherfuckers fell for it. He did way worse to this country than Donald J. Trump is doing right now. I will tell you, and this is coming from a black person. And no, I'm not a Republican, and I'm not a fucking Democrat. So, if you're not really paying attention to what the fuck is going on, you need to shut up, because you're fucking with the heads of people who don't have information on these issues, and you're filling their head with bullshit, and you got them following you down a fucking shitty ass rabbit hole sewer to nowhere, nigga. We need better. I'm talking to white people, black people, Hispanic people, Asian people, however many fucking types of people there are in the United States. If you vote for a president, you might want to vote independent. Because if you don't, you're voting for the same motherfuckers that keep fucking us over year after year. And think about this, and I'm going to shut the fuck up. You only get 2 terms as a president. You ever think about why that is? You only got 2 parties, 2 main parties. There's more than one party, but nobody ever backs any of the little bitty parties that there may be. You know what I'm saying? My point is, you get a Democrat for 4 or 8 years, whatever it may be, he flips the country upside down. He changes it from what the fucking Republicans did. Next year, we might get a Democrat again. But whenever we get a Republican, he flips the fucking country back over on his head again. In other words, we never make progress, B. It's a fucking hamster wheel. It was made like that for a reason. I'm just saying, nigga, you gotta think outside the box. And most of you niggas are firmly embedded in a fucking box and can't get out. Don't tell me about no motherfucking Donald Trump. I don't want to hear that shit. He's as racist as fucking Obama. The end.